911, what's your emergency?
We need help now. She's hurt badly.
They smiled for the crowd, faces of trust standing beside predators that could crush them in a heartbeat. They believed in connection. They believed in control. But beneath the surface, something ancient stirred, instinct, rage, and the memory of the open sea. And one by one, that illusion shattered, before thousands of screaming witnesses. In today's countdown, we're diving into the 5 deadliest orca attacks on trainers. Stories where beauty turned to blood, where trust met teeth, and where the ocean's darkest truth broke through the glass. If you think you know these stories, think again. Some were silenced, others buried, but each one carries a warning the world can't afford to forget.
The ongoing battle over the video showing the death of the trainer killed by a whale at SeaWorld. That controversial video is now at the center of a very public court case.
What started as a thrilling orca show took a terrifying turn for trainer Sam Collins. In front of a cheering crowd, his trusted orca, Luna, suddenly turned aggressive.
A SeaWorld trainer is recovering today after a terrifying ordeal in front of a horrified audience.
Number 5. Ken Peters, the Christmas Eve attack. Would you trust a 5-ton predator with your life? SeaWorld trainer Ken Peters did until December 24, 2006, when a Christmas Eve show turned into a nightmare. Ken was one of SeaWorld San Diego's most respected trainers, paired that day with Kasatka, a 28-year-old matriarch who had endured decades in captivity, broken teeth, a collapsed fin, and calves taken from her. The performance began smoothly. Lights, music, applause. Then, suddenly, Kasatka lunged, clamping onto Ken's foot and dragging him under. The crowd cheered, thinking it was part of the act, until he didn't resurface. For nearly 10 agonizing minutes, the orca pulled him into the depths, surfaced, then dove again. Trainers blew whistles, threw fish, banged the water. Nothing worked. Ken stayed calm, stroking her side when she rose, conserving air, trying to survive. When she finally released him, he was pulled out, foot shattered, tendons torn, body trembling from shock. He lived, barely. Investigators later confirmed Kasatka had a long history of aggression. For experts, this was proof that even the most trained orca was still a predator, and captivity had only made her more dangerous. Ken Peters survived, but the illusion of safety at SeaWorld didn't. Number 4. Dawn Brancho, the tragedy that changed everything. SeaWorld, Orlando, February 24, 2010. Families filled the stands for the Dine with Shamu show. Trainer Dawn Brancho smiled as she knelt beside Tilikum, the park's largest killer whale, 12,000 pounds of raw power and history. Tilikum had already been linked to 2 deaths. Trainers were told never to enter the water with him. Dawn didn't, but standing beside the pool was dangerous enough. Mid-show, she reached down to signal him. Suddenly, Tilikum lunged. Witnesses say he grabbed her arm, others say her ponytail. Either way, his grip was fatal. He yanked her into the water with brutal force. Spectators gasped. Trainers shouted, whistles shrieked. Nothing stopped him. For over 30 minutes, Tilikum toyed with her, pulling her under, surfacing briefly, then thrashing again. The pool turned to foam and panic. When her body was recovered, her injuries were catastrophic. Her death sparked outrage, lawsuits, and the documentary Blackfish, which exposed decades of hidden abuse. SeaWorld ended in water performances, too late for Dawn. Her story became a symbol of truth. No amount of love or training can silence a predator's instinct. Number 3. Jessica Radcliffe, the attack at Ocean Haven. She trusted him more than anyone. She loved him. Jessica Radcliffe, just 21, was Ocean Haven Marine Park's youngest star. Her bond with Mallow, a 12,000-pound orca, seemed unbreakable. He was massive, moody, unpredictable. But with Jessica, gentle. On July 6, 2011, in front of 2,000 guests, she dove beside him for their finale. A synchronized swim. The crowd cheered. Then Mallow stopped mid-circle. Without warning, he lunged. His jaws clamped around her torso, pulling her under in a violent blur. The water erupted red. Trainers screamed, banging the glass, hurling ropes. Anything. Nothing worked. When she resurfaced, limp and broken, the horror was undeniable. Paramedics rushed in, but Jessica was already gone. Crushed ribs, drowned lungs. The park called it a tragic accident, but insiders told another story. Ignored warnings, reckless management, and profit prioritized over safety. Public outrage shut Ocean Haven down within months. Jessica believed love could tame the wild, but the wild doesn't listen, it only waits. Number 2. Sam Collins, the Ocean Dome disaster. It began as a thrilling marine park spectacle, bright lights, pulsing music, and the promise of harmony between man and the sea's most powerful predator. Trainer Sam Collins, the park's veteran star, had performed with Luna, a 9,000-pound orca, hundreds of times. Their bond looked unbreakable. The crowd trusted him. He trusted her. But on that May afternoon, something in Luna's eyes had changed. Beneath the calm surface, there was agitation. A quiet, coiled tension Sam could feel but refused to fear. As the show began, Luna performed flawlessly at first, leaping through glittering arcs of water, showering the crowd in applause and spray. Then, the rhythm faltered. Her circles grew tighter, her dives sharper. To the audience, it was nothing. To Sam, it was a warning. Still, he pressed on for the finale. The synchronized swim that always brought the crowd to its feet. He dove into the tank beside her, smiling for the cameras. Luna's massive shape glided under him once, twice, then struck. Her jaws clamped onto his leg with bone-crushing force. The water exploded. Cheers turned to screams. Sam thrashed, kicking, struggling to reach the surface, but Luna dragged him deeper, spinning him like prey. Blood spread in spirals through the tank. Above the surface, trainers shouted commands, hurled ropes, slammed poles against the water. Nothing worked. The crowd cried out as the clear blue pool turned red. Underwater, Sam fought for air, for life, for control. But Luna's strength was absolute. After endless minutes, she released him. His limp body floated upward as horrified staff dove in. They pulled him to the deck, his leg mangled, his chest motionless. Paramedics fought to revive him, but it was too late. The world would soon know his name. Sam Collins, the beloved orca trainer killed in front of hundreds. Luna, once a star, was branded a monster. The park shuttered its shows, and the ocean reclaimed another soul lost to captivity's illusion. Sam believed in trust. Luna reminded everyone that trust ends where instinct begins. Number 1. Alexis Martinez, the Christmas Eve tragedy. Christmas Eve 2009. At Loro Parque in the Canary Islands, 29-year-old trainer Alexis Martinez entered the pool with Quito, a 14-year-old male orca on loan from SeaWorld. It was a quiet rehearsal. No audience, no fanfare, just a man and the animal he trusted. Quito had been restless, ignoring cues for weeks, but management cleared the session anyway. For a few minutes, the routine was smooth. Spins, dives, precision movements. Then Quito rammed him. The impact shattered Alexis's ribs instantly. Before anyone could react, the orca dragged him deep into the tank. Whistles screamed, fish were thrown, alarms blared. Nothing stopped him. Quito resurfaced once, trainer still in his mouth, then dove again. When he finally released the body, it was over. Massive internal bleeding, collapsed lungs, drowning. His colleagues pulled him out, performing CPR as sirens wailed. Officials called it a workplace accident. SeaWorld memos ordered staff to avoid saying attack, but leaked documents told the truth. Quito had shown aggression repeatedly, warnings ignored for months. 2 months later, Tillicum killed Dawn Brancho. The pattern was undeniable. The industry had created ticking time bombs and called them entertainers. Alexis Martinez died doing what he loved, but for a dream that should never have cost his. 5 trainers, 5 tragedies. Each believed their bond could overcome instinct, but the wild doesn't forgive. From Ken Peters to Alexis Martinez, their stories remind us of a painful truth. No matter how strong the connection, nature is never ours to control. If you believe these stories deserve to be told, like, share, and comment your thoughts below. Because in the world of apex predators, there are no second chances.